Hey guys, V here, and welcome to Media News Episode 2. This week, I have lots of exciting news to share with you. But before we get started, I just want to say one thing first. You might have remembered in the last episode, said that I was gonna, by this episode, I was gonna amp up the quality, meaning that I was gonna add more edits and even music. But I love the way that I made that video so much that I think I'm gonna do the same thing with this episode and the rest of the episodes. I kind of like this basic style that I'm using, with no music and stuff, and it's all silent, and calm. Um, I kind of like I p- I really like it. But anyways, without further ado, let's dive straight in. The newest trailer for the Moana live action remake has recently released, and it looks. Yeah, if you can tell, I'm not a big fan of this film. It looks absolutely trash. And don't just take it from me. Lots of other people hate this film. Like, oh my god, everything from that trailer just looks terrible. The worst thing to me is the goddamn terrible acting. Like with some of the lines, they overdo lines, but with some others, they underdo lines. How did we went from the solid like, Lilo and Stitch live action remake to this piece of garbage? In fact, my dad really loves the first film. Um, to the point where I even took him to the movie theaters for his birthday to watch the sequel. But there is no way I am going to the theaters to watch the live action remake. Next, a new game called Slap Out of It has just been announced. The game looks absolutely silly in a good way, of course. I love the goofy designs on the characters. Kind of reminds me of the Muppets. And the VR gameplay looks absolutely funny, wacky, and fun. If you're looking for a game to make you laugh, Slap Out of It and is probably the game for you. Next, two new Cuphead games have recently been announced, including a new retro game coming to the old Sega console, called Mighty Cuphead Adventures, which looks really fun. I love how they're bringing back old retro games, since we haven't seen those in a long while. And I really like how they're mixing both Cuphead's gameplay and, retro gameplay together. And they also announced a Cuphead 2 is in the works. That's such good news. We haven't had many Cuphead content since the Cuphead show ended. And rest in peace. But finally, Cuphead is coming back, and I can't wait to see what the sequel will look like. Next, the Amazing Digital Circus has just gone into Fortnite, and it looks interesting to say the least. I mean, Jax looks alright, but Pomni, why did they make her tall? Like, look at this frame. She does not look like herself. She looks like some cosplay. And Zubul is just an axe? Really? You could have done so much more with her, but just making her an axe? An axe? N- you couldn't make her as an actual character because she's not an item. Um in the show she's an actual character. And I know this is quite nitpicky here, but where is Gangle, Ragfa, Kinger, or Kane, or Bubble? They are nowhere to be found here. It's stupid. And audiences' reactions to this are not too great. With lots of people saying that the character models look unfinished. And apparently, there was lots of cut content from this. So yeah, not a good look for Fortnite or the Amazing Digital Circus. Recently, the YouTuber Glider Guy has recently been in lots and lots of messed up stuff over the past few months. Because of his three videos about Dandy's World, oh, the internet has just been into complete chaos. From making AI content of him, sending death threats, and also posting lots and lots of inappropriate content. With the worst of these being Evil Gordy, with his main channel getting terminated. And well, to me, he didn't deserve any of this. Like, all he did was make a couple of videos on Dandy's World, which I don't really know about, by the way. Is it like a Roblox game or something? And and I don't know. But him just talking about it is a reason and for you guys to harass the poor dude. Dude, seriously, man, I feel really bad for him, because again, he didn't deserve any of this. Next, the newest trailer for Paw Patrol, the dinosaur movie, has recently released, which looks just as solid as the previous two films, with the animation looking pretty solid and the story being pretty decent as well. But also, I really love the animation on the dinosaurs. They look really good. Overall, the movie is looking really solid so far. Next, recently, Rakai has taken another driving test, which he failed at again. From constantly putting his hands off on the wheel, fr- from him constantly looking at his chat, and overall just really being obnoxious. But hey, at least he did slightly better than last time, because if you recall, last driving test that he took, he almost crashed. But this time, he didn't really cause that much damage. Well, he wasn't really driving that well, but still, it's still an improvement at least. Next, Mom Friend, the most recent Digital Circus fan song, has recently gotten over 2,002 million views, which they celebrated in a post with a cute little comedy strip, which goes like this. Whoa! Look at how many views your song has. See? People love you, Raka. Thank you, guys. Th- this means so much to me. I I didn't I don't know what to say. Alrighty then. And let's get you to bed. They, they they're so kind, Pomni. I uh, but, but, Pomni, I need them to know that you love and appreciate them. Yeah, I think they got that. Yeah, I just want an excuse to use that. But but yeah, the song definitely deserves the love that it's getting because it's a really great song. Next, Kai's Streamers University 2 auditions have recently gotten started. Which, well, let's just say Streamers University 2 is not off to a hot start. There have been declines after declines after declines from streamers like Ray, Dez, and Nina, all getting denied for various reasons. For snitching on other streamers, not knowing how to spell in Chinese, and even butt shaking. I definitely know now. I'm not sleeping tonight after that last one. But anyways, I kind of knew Streamers University D2 would end up like this, since Streamers University 1 was also pretty unpleasant. From Kai and Tota throwing cans of soda everywhere just to get a reaction, a freaking Orbeez war, leading to a girl streamer getting seriously injured and had to go to the hospital, leading to Kai getting expelled, Tota getting into a fight with Duke, Jamal crashing out on Kai, and DDG throwing a party, which he wasn't allowed to do, and ultimately getting his ass beat. And so many other things, like, I'm only listing off a handful. Yeah, Streamers University 1 did had good moments, of course, but it also had lots and lots of intense and bad moments, which 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 is why I I I I'm thinking that Streamers University 2 will end up like this, is which is already starting to happen with these interviews. Next, it's Sonic's 35th anniversary, which Sega announced lots and lots of new Sonic content, mostly focusing on Sonic Racing Crossworlds. For the ending of year one, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are coming to the game in July. And Avatar is also coming to the game in October. But for year two, things are going big, with new base game levels and new crossroad levels, including Godzilla, and a small little mini game called Sonic Poco Park. They're really going all in this year. For Sonic fans like myself, this is a this is big news. Next, the teaser trailer for Gato has recently released, which audiences are surprisingly really positive about. Because usually with Pixar's more recent films, they haven't been as positive with it. But this film seems to be Pixar's redemption arc. I'll go more in depth with it in its own future video, but it looks amazing. The animations, characters, and story look so awesome. I can't wait to see it in 2027. Next, Mr. Beast has released his newest video, YouTube Legends Fight for $100. which I really enjoyed. I really loved how he brought in YouTube legends like Fred and FouseyTube, Ali A Dude Perfect, and Feast, and so much more. Even one of the makers of YouTube who was in this video. Overall, really enjoyable video. Oh, really paying homage to how lots of these creators built what YouTube is today. I, if it wasn't for them, we none of us wouldn't have had the chance to make our channels in the first place. And finally, Fibsy Pop has released the newest Hell of a Boss short training video, which was a really fun watch from start to end. I really love the premise of this short, being about IMP creating a video explaining how they work. The animation is stellar as always. He's just like I said before, our how of a boss and Hazbin Hotel really improves their animation from project to project. The characters are really likable. Fizzy Pop never messes up on that category. I also really loved how they brought Stolas back. And the jokes, they're probably the best ones from the series yet. From Blitz getting brutally beaten to death by Millie and Moxie. Millie forgetting her lines in the accession part of the video. I honestly found that really funny and adorable. And the ending credits with Blitz killing the announcer guy. Oh my goodness, it was all absolutely funny. Well, if you can't tell, oh, I'm a, I really loved this short. Probably one of the better ones in my opinion. And I bet for most of you, ooh, this short is a big step up from Shark Boy Summer, which I like a lot, by the way. But anyways, this short was a really fun watch from start to end. But anyways, that concludes today's video. Like, comment, subscribe, turn that notification bell on so you can see all my new videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!